Hey guys, what's up? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. I had to go get my coffee. I'm definitely not drinking coffee. You know me, I'm like a non-coffee drinker. So, first of all, I wanted to say a side note. Welcome, it is day 3 of the One Big Impact 30-day challenge. Oh my gosh, it's not, I'm like, damn it, I got the days right. And it's not a 30-day challenge, John, it's a 60-day challenge. But, I will say, it's a 60-day challenge, new year, new you. Oh my gosh, I got it right. So, welcome, and first of all, good job for being here. I understand. I should edit those things out, I know, but I'm busy, whatever. I know that Thanksgiving is upon us, and it is coming faster than you think. So, now that my mom's in the bathroom in her room, which is right there, and you hear her screaming at her dogs, that's whatever, it's neither here nor there. You know, that's the One Big Impact budget. So, I want you guys to know, first of all, you're probably thinking, what should I eat? And I was thinking about this, I'm like, maybe I should put out some recipes, I could put out this, I could put out that. Not only did I lack the time, but I just came to the conclusion about 5 minutes ago, I'm like, you know what? No, I think the best idea is keep it simple. Keep it simple, cut, clean, dry, whatever. So I came up with a plan. You go to somebody's house, you go to, do you hear her screaming again? She's this innocent person on camera and then she flips out in the background. So, I should not put music to this so you guys can hear what's going on in there. So, keep it simple. 6 to 8 ounces of turkey. Don't worry about gravy, or if you do, get your own gravy. Or you could maybe look online for a gravy recipe. If you have a great low carb recipe, put it in the description below. That being said, realize that you got to keep it simple. 6 to 8 ounces of turkey breast. I mean, if you went over by like 2 ounces and ate too much on that specific thing, then that probably would be okay. Maybe a half a cup to a cup of green beans, and if you make mashed potatoes, use cauliflower. It's pretty simple. Most people are probably not even going to know the difference. Honestly, add some butter in there, some salt, pepper, you're good to go. You had a nice filling meal and you didn't need all the extras. Don't make it too complicated, guys. It's really not that big a deal. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. Today's video is actually the 5 most important, I feel, weight loss myths. M-Y-T-H-S. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's the gap between my teeth that I can't even say it. So, the first one being that weight loss supplements actually work. And you're probably thinking, well, dude, I was on this, or I was on that. Okay, aside from actual stimulants produced in a chemical lab and prescribed by your doctor, like Adderall, Phentermine, stuff like that, they don't work. And the reason they don't work probably is because people would abuse them. If they did work, people would take too many of them, use them as an actual drug, the company would get sued and shut down. It's just the way it is. There would be no reason, there would be no ability to make profits. Now, that being said, obviously they're profiting because you believe, or the large publicly, people believe they work. 99.9% of the time, what it is that it's a positive mental placebo effect. You think they're working, therefore you're more conscious about what you're eating, how much you're exercising, how often you're eating, the food choices that you're making, and in turn, you're actually doing your own weight loss. So they're getting paid off of your mind telling you and lying to you and making you think you're losing weight because of the medicine, but you're actually losing weight because you're just more health conscious overall. So definitely keep that in mind, guys. The next thing is weight loss is about willpower. Now, I wrote this down because I did some research recently. A lot of people think that weight loss is strictly about willpower, and a lot of people come to me and when I was overweight and they're like, you just can't close your mouth, you just can't stop eating, you just can't control yourself, you know, you just have no discipline, you just have all of these things, it's just whatever. Well, here's what I wrote down, because I did actually some research over the last couple weeks, and it's actually, there's hundreds of contributing factors that inhibit weight loss resistance, such as a hormone of imbalance in a hormone called leptin. It sends signals to your brain to store fat. If it's messed up, you're actually going to keep storing fat like your body thinks it's starving. So your body is actually controlled by a chemical that controls the storing of fat. So if your body is, your leptin is, your levels are messed up or whatever, even if you eat a super healthy meal with healthy fats and everything, you know, vegetables and stuff like that, your body sends a signal that says, whoa, we're dying, we're starving, you know, start storing this fat. Why do you think babies and stuff like that are actually at a normal, you know, food range, they get really obese and they're way overweight and stuff like that? That's a chemical imbalance in their mind or their brain or their body that is sending signals, and they're sending the wrong signals. Am I saying for the most part of the majority of the population that we have this problem? Probably not. But if you're actually doing everything right, not just saying you're doing everything right, but if you're doing everything right and you go, you know, 6 months or a year and you don't see any weight loss and something's not right, and you're actually to the T, making sure every effort is perfect. You're doing the proper meal planning, the proper exercise, and everything is on point, then please talk to your physician and get your hormones checked and everything, because something very well could be out of balance. So don't be so hard on yourself. A lot of the times it's not necessarily, you know, what you're feeding your face like people say or whatever, because everybody's got to pass this judgment on people that are overweight because they think all the time that, you know, it's just an idea of willpower. Well, maybe that's part of it with some of us. I know that's one of my problems. You know, sometimes self-discipline is one of the hardest things to go through. But you need to keep in mind that, hey, some people actually do have, you know, an issue with their body not responding chemically right. So definitely keep that in mind and talk to your physician. I'm not, and I never plan to be. So, well, maybe I plan to be, but that's not here nor there. So next thing is eating less and moving more is the answer and the cure-all. It's definitely not. That's not the most sustainable tool in your healthy living toolbox. The most sustainable tool that you can put in your healthy living toolbox, literally open it up, crack it, and put it in there, is a freaking changed mind. Once you change your mind and you say, you know what, screw this, I want to live a healthier life, I want to get rid of this fat, I want to be more healthy, I want to have a healthier cardiovascular system, I want to live a full and fulfilled life, I want to be the best version of myself, I don't want to live that crappy life I was living, I don't want to deal with anger, I don't want to deal with depression, I don't want to deal with mood swings, I want to change my life, and it's time to change my mind. Once you flip that switch, that, my friend, is going to be the most effective tool. It's not about moving more. Yes, those are absolutely ideas that I want you to focus on. Moving more, eating less is a perfect plan. But without the backup tools of changing your mind to living a healthier lifestyle, I'm sorry, but unfortunately, it's not going to be sustainable. So definitely keep that in mind. The next thing is fat makes you fat. Well, if you were a product of the 1980s, or you were young in the 1980s, or just alive in the 1980s or 70s, and even into the 90s, you always see that fat is bad. And even if you go right now into the stores, you will literally see hundreds of thousands of products that say fat-free, low fat. Usually a lot of those times, a lot of those foods are very bad for you. Very, yes, I used the word berry instead of very. I know, I'm sorry. But a lot of them are very bad for you, and the reason for that is because they take out the actual whole full fat, the good products that your body needs for digestion and everything, and they pull it out and put chemicals in place of it, like sugars, artificial sweeteners, and things like that. So that is really bad. You have to remember that most, not all, but most fats that you would consume on a low carb lifestyle are full fats, whole foods, and extremely beneficial to your body. So when I say, hey, you need to be eating some healthy fats, and you're like, whoa, 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 fat is bad, I can't do that. No, guys, that's not the idea. This is not the case. Trust me, it's a marketing ploy that has been around for ages, and it's just a bad idea. Your body becomes fat adapted when you're doing a low carb lifestyle or like a keto lifestyle or whatever, and your body learns to burn fat as its fuel rather than carbohydrates and sugar. So definitely do not steer away from whole, full fats. you probably should not be working on any type of fats or anything with a package that's saying anything like that, because I don't recommend that you eat anything necessarily with a package unless it's like a moon cheese or, you know, an occasional product or something like that. So definitely keep that in mind. Yes, the link will be in the description below for what moon cheese is. Okay, so the next thing is diet foods are healthy. Huge myth. Huge myth. Lean Pockets, Healthy Choice, vitamin water. Those all have lean, healthy vitamin. None of those products are good for you. Okay, first of all, first and foremost, the most important thing that you should be doing is flipping over the package. Read the back of that package and you will awkwardly put that package back down. A lot of the times, they're actually more calorie dense and more non-nutrient dense than its counterpart. Believe it or not, trust me, start looking around and you'll realize real quick there's a problem. First of all, you don't have to try to convince somebody that a food is healthy. We know what foods are healthy. We know that tomatoes, vegetables, cauliflower, you know, basically fruits, vegetables, and meats and proteins and stuff like that, whole grains, those are all very, very beneficial to your body. If it's in a package and it goes, healthy, you say, no you're not, and walk away. Seriously, definitely keep that in mind. So, good food does not have to try to convince you. So a couple things I want to cover real quick, and this is the end of the video. If you want to span off, maybe you've heard this stuff before. So first of all, the dog tags. I just ordered new dog tags. I have shiny ones and dull ones. The dull ones is what military uses because they don't shine and give their position away. I also have, for an additional $1, a colored silencer. The silencer, I include a black one free, but if you want a colored one, I have like 5 or 6 different colors. It's the little ring around it, and you can get a colored one for an additional $1 just to cover expenses or whatever. Meal plans for the challenge. You guys, if you're in the challenge, if you're not in the challenge, if you want a meal plan that the challenge contestants are currently using, or you're in the challenge, they are $10 a week or $80 for all 8 weeks. I give them out as you go. As the challenge comes up, I make them, I create them, and then you can take them. If you need a customized meal plan, I won't be doing those until the challenge is over, and those are $25. I take your dietary restrictions, all of your health concerns, and all of that. I am not a physician, I just do my best with what I know. The next thing is Amazon links. I earn a commission if you shop on Amazon for like Black Friday or Cyber Monday or whatever. Please, and it doesn't matter what you're buying, I just send you a link. You have 24 hours to use that link, and it gives me a small commission for you guys just purchasing. It doesn't cost you anything, but it's a good way to, hey, give back to me, or you know what I mean, help out to the cause. If you help me, I can in turn create better videos and create more content, and hopefully not have to leave this and go get a full-time job again. Okay, so real quick, sorry, my freaking camera died. Most annoying thing in the world is when your camera, the battery dies, the card fills. The card has filled twice on this video. The battery has died once. Look at that, my head's chopped off. Oh my gosh, that's awkward. So, I just don't have time. By the way, don't judge me saying, oh, well, he don't want to work, blah, 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 blah. I know I said the full-time job comment. Dude, I stayed up for 28 hours the other day working with people and creating meal plans and everything like that. This is 10 times more work than if I was just working a 9-to-5 job. I literally don't do anything but this. You know, if you see me on vacation, you guys, I am literally creating videos, editing videos, and working on content and working with people each and every single waking moment. I don't not work. It's all work. It's everything's work. If you think you're gonna start a YouTube channel and get rich, get out of the business, dude. It's not like that. You literally have to be passionate about what you're doing. And I want you guys to be passionate about what you're doing. You have an agenda this week to do some kind of self-care thing. Something that is for you. You need to make sure you're doing that. Do not ever, every contestant in the freaking challenge needs to message me and let me know what they did this week to love their self. Something that was selfish just for you, nobody else. I don't care what it is. Get your nails done, get your hair did, whatever you did. Just get it done and make sure you're caring for yourself. The next thing is, oh, like I said, Amazon links. If you need a link, let me know. I'll put one in the description below and you can use it. Just remember, they're not good for more than 24 hours. So once you go there, you can come back and get that same link and go through it again, but you have to definitely rejuvenate that. Hashtag be stronger than your excuses. Hashtag new year, new you. Because this is, you guys, remember, this is our freaking chance to not worry about the stupid nonsense of the New Year's resolution and everything. This is actually you creating a new you for the new year. So definitely keep that on mind. Remember to spread love, not hate, and that's all I have to say for today. You guys, don't forget to tell me in the description below. You don't have to message me, but tell me below what you're going to be doing this week for self-care. Have a beautiful day, guys. Peace.